Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Columbia, Maryland, on the campus of Howard Community College, as the Howard Dragons will take on the College of Southern Maryland Hawks for today's big Region 20 Division II showdown. Mark Winkle bringing the action today, as we will see a couple of longtime rivals going up against each other. It's a rivalry that has been dominated by the Dragons of late. 6 straight wins for the Dragons between these two teams. The last time the Hawks defeated the Dragons was right here on this field back in 2016. But since then, it has been all Dragons. They have won 9 of the last 11 between these two. The Southern Maryland Hawks come in with a 5-4-2 record, fresh off of a 2-0 loss against Hartford. Before that, they had won 3 straight, a 4-0 win over Hagerstown, a 1-0 win over Potomac State, and a 2-1 win over Montgomery. Also had a 4-4 tie against Northern Virginia in there. For the Dragons, they are trying to recover a little bit after they had lost 2 straight. It's been 2 straight wins in response, an 18-0 win over Westmoreland, and then just 48 hours prior to now, defeating Essex County College 2-0 in a good battle between two really good teams that the Dragons were able to pull away with 2 second half goals in the second half. The Dragons goalkeeper timeshare continues, as it's going to be Jesse Sanchez who gets the start in goal. Comes in with a 3-2 record. He's got a 1.53 goals allowed average and a 64% save percentage. On the opposite side, in between the pipes, it's another timeshare as well. They've had 4 different goalkeepers play in the goal for the Hawks, and today it will be number 1, Baptiste Berthazat. He has played the most games. He's played in 8 games, starting 7 of them. He has a 2.18 goals allowed average and a 73% save percentage, a 3-2-1 record on the season. On the Hawks side, they are averaging about 2.5 goals per game in 11 games, with the leading scorer being number 10, Noman Felix and Baya Sampson, 10 goals and 1 assist on the season, set up mostly by number 7, Elias Elfashowski. He's got 5 goals and 9 assists, good for 19 points on the year. On the Dragons side, the goals have been spread out pretty evenly. It's going to be Jason Fuentes, 5 goals, 5 assists, leading the team in points. Close behind him is Truce Norton with 4 goals and 5 assists, and Foseni Diallo with 4 goals and 2 assists. We are just 1 minute away from the opening kickoff. We will take a quick break and be back with the start of the action just after this. Howard Dragons in their white uniforms and black shorts will be going from right to left in this first half. The Southern Maryland Hawks in their black uniforms and white trim going from left to right in the first half. And we are underway here in Columbia, Maryland. The Hawks with possession first will take it all the way back to their goalkeeper. Dragons in their familiar 4-2-3-1 setup with Herzog, Larios, Estrada, and Amankwai as the back four. It will be Simmons and Ruiz playing the holding role, as it's going to be an offsides already against Truce Norton. Just 30 seconds into this game. Three-man attacking midfield of Norton on the outside, Sissoko on the inside, Fuentes on the far side, and as per usual, it's going to be Faustin Diallo as the lone target man up top. I mentioned before, Jesse Sanchez in goal today wearing his orange number 29. And that's going to be a little shove from behind against Bryce Wilcher of the Hawks. Hawks will pile bodies along the line about 20 yards out, trying to keep a high line. Herzog to take the free kick. Puts it at the top of the box as Ruiz flicked on header. Tried to control by Norton, but it's going to be cleared out by the Hawks. It will be Austin Rye on the right back. Tobias Lane alongside CJ Brady as center backs. And Bryce Wilcher is the left back today. Excuse me, that's number 14. Jaden Rayleigh as the left back. Played towards the middle by Boubacar Sissoko. Controlled by the Hawks as Joseph Witten is able to outlet it to the outside. But Herzog with a strong play will get it back for the Dragons and will earn a throw-in for Howard. Long throw-in by Herzog, looking for Ruiz. He'll head it on to himself, trying to get into the box. Good clearance by Brady, but it will result in the first corner kick of the game going towards the Dragons. It will be Fuentes to take the corner kick. The right-footed in-swinger put in a great spot, punched away by Baptiste Berthazat. Ball is kept in on the near side. Good battle between Fuentes and Elias Elfasauki. And now the Hawks look to break out. This is Sampson going wide, finds Rayleigh. Plays a corner ball, looking for the run of Bailey Kindle. And the Hawks will work their way into the Dragons' half, really for the first time. Thrown in towards Sampson, wearing that green captain's armband. It appears that the Hawks are also playing a 4-2-3-1, as Sampson looks to be the lone striker, supported by a three-man attacking midfield and a double pivot holding midfield. Larios will play it back to his goalkeeper, and Sanchez will just slowly switch the field, but under pressure from Sampson. Given away in the middle of the park, but not able to capitalize as Witten as he couldn't control the ball, and Howard will now be able to use the near sideline. Herzog picks his head up, looking for somewhere to go. Ruiz will try to make the corner run and can't get to it in time. Solid play by Bilal Driuch. He's able to dance around and keep possession for the Hawks, and they will once again move bodies up the field. Thrown towards the corner and headed out once again near the path of head coach Stefan Dragunov of the Dragons in his 19th season as head coach at Howard. Berthazet will take his time and then will just pick the ball up in his own box under the pressure of Diallo. Plays it short to Tobias Lane. Lane looks for the long ball. A low line drive kick that's going to go over everybody and just dribble all the way towards Sanchez, who's just going to boot the ball back the other way. Looking more like rugby out there, so they're just punting it back and forth, looking for the proper positioning. Lots of shirt tugging on both sides. Referee is going to call the foul, and it will go against Estrada. Good job by the referee to see how the play was going to turn out. But once it looked like Kindle of the Hawks was going to have the inside position, was getting held back. Referee did call the foul back in the Hawks' defensive half. Southern Maryland had a really tough start to their schedule, losing 6-1 to Harcum, 5-2 against nationally ranked CCBC Essex, and then a 4-3 heartbreaker against Frederick. Recovered well with a 6-0 win over Virginia Peninsula and a 2-1 win over Prince George's. Played well against a strong Hartford team in a 2-0 loss, as that was 5 days ago. Good cross in, looking for the backside run of Bryce Wilcher, and Sanchez read it well as he was able to intercept it. Given away, Sampson plays a give and go. Looking for the return ball is Kindle, and he's taken down, and this is going to be trouble for the Dragons. Clock will stop as a yellow card is assessed. I believe that went to Amankwai. So 7 minutes in, the first player is in the book. Howard takes the yellow card, and now we've got a dangerous opportunity for the Hawks. They are 19 yards away from goal, just outside of that goal box. Lined up with basically that left side post, so certainly the opportunity to hit a left-footed curler around the wall, could hit a right-footed shot around the wall, could even have enough space here to try to go up and over the wall. It is going to be Elfichowski to take a shot. Sanchez with the save. Follow-up is in. And the Hawks strike first to take the lead. Sanchez made the first save. So Wilcher will get credit for the goal on the follow-up. Elfichowski gets the assist on the rebounded shot. So for Wilcher, his third goal of the season. Elfichowski gets his 10th assist of the season. And just like that, Dragons have a hole to climb out of as that foul proved costly. Hawks taking advantage on the set piece. It was a tough save for Sanchez. That short hop came right in front of him, and he was able to parry it away, but just couldn't get it enough away from his goal. Would love to see him either try to collect that cleanly or at least try to punch it farther away from goal. And we're going to have a verbal warning, it looks like, as Simmons gets a stern warning from the center referee. It's telling him no more of that. Ball placed right on the midline, as it will be Brady to take the free kick. Low line drive headed away by Mankwai. Kindle. A little bit of a heavy touch, and it will be a Dragons goal kick. Bit of a rainy day here in Columbia, as the remnants of the tropical storm that came in through here still just lingering. Hence why we are on the turf field today. Typically, soccer team plays on the stadium field, which has Bermuda grass, but that is why it's so nice to have both, as the turf field can be used in inclement weather. Norton dodging through a couple players, and a foul is called. A great job by Norton to keep control, and is pulled back on the end. Nearly yellow card worthy itself, as Norton looked like he might have gotten through on goal if he was allowed to continue. Howard off of the corner of the goal box. About 25 yards out, it's going to be Jason Fuentes to take it. Likely too far to shoot, so we'll try to just curl across. And that's exactly what he does. What a ball it is! And it somehow gets over the head of Kyle Simmons. It looked like Simmons had a free header on it, and it was just over his head and couldn't get a touch on it. A beautiful ball by Fuentes. Fuentes had put just a little bit more curl on that. It might have actually curled into the goal, as it somehow just avoided all contact. You could tell that the goalkeeper Berthazat was anticipating the header and certainly was not tracking the original play of the ball as it was. Another foul against the Hawks, and now Fuentes will have another chance on the other side this time. Goes for a low line drive this time, headed away. Estrada tries to pick it up at the top of the box. Hawks looking to break out. Fuentes does a good job of shutting down the counterattack. Rye mishits that one. It will go out for a throw-in. Norton tackled again hard, and the foul gets called by the referee. Druch picks up the ball and now kicks it away from the referee. The ball kicked away again by the Hawks, so a little bit of unsportsmanship going there, as the referees are going to have a talk with the Hawks about that one. Certainly not what you want to see. Free kick is taken by Sissoko, and it's going to be squeezed by Berthazat. He slices under the punt, going towards the near sideline, headed out by Herzog. Ruiz. Fouled on the play by Witten. Herzog will use his left foot and mishits that one. It's going to be low, and now the Hawks looking to counter once more. Sampson finds a Fauski. Sampson will play for the corner. Wilcher goes one-on-one against Ruiz. Excuse me, that's Larios. And will dribble himself right out of bounds for a Howard throw-in. And another tough foul, and the referee will have to address this one. The referee is very involved in this game so far in the opening 15 minutes. And now it's going to be Rayleigh who gets a verbal warning. Looks like the referee was indicating for him to just be smarter. Elfasauki. Good ball through, looking for Wilcher. Wilcher is going to take on Larios, one-on-one. Gets around Larios, into the box it goes, and it's going to be poked away by Sissoko. Ruiz gets it to Norton. Now Norton goes between the legs of Rye. Now gets around Rye, still looking to go. Rye trying to catch up, hands all, oh, he gets tripped up from behind. And a goal kick is going to be called by the referee. Oh my goodness. A hard slide tackle from behind by Rye. Norton went down, but the goal kick is called. No lack of drama here in the opening 15 minutes. Stark contrast of what we saw on Sunday, as the first half was just a battle of attrition in the middle of the field between the two squads. This one is going back and forth with high tension action right from the get-go. Kindle finds Witten. Pops it over the top of the Howard defense, and now it's going to be chased down. And a corner kick is called, as they're going to say it went off of Amankwai. Amankwai protesting, saying he didn't touch it, but it's going to be a corner kick for the Hawks on the far side. Alfasauki looking to take the left-footed outswinger. Puts it towards the back post, headed straight up by Diallo. Second ball is contested. Now the Dragons have it. Sissoko on the counterattack, plays up for Norton. One-on-one Norton, and it's going to be poked away by Lane. A strong defensive play by Lane. Good play by Berthazat, who is able to come off his line and make sure it's not a corner kick for Howard. Instead, concedes the throw-in. Herzog will make his way all the way up the field to take the throw-in. Long throw it in is going to be flicked on. Simmons picks up at the top of the box. Simmons tries to wind up. Can't quite make good contact with it. And now the Hawks are going to look to break out. Alfasauki finds Sampson. Looking for Kindle. Kindle in a foot race with Amankwai, not for the first time in this game. And Amankwai will be the victor in that one. Certainly a matchup to watch, is speed on speed with Kindle and Amankwai. Fuentes boots one up. Berthazat playing sweeper keeper, comes way off his line. And Mortar fires this one back onto the Howard side of the field. Entering the game for the Dragons, number 26, Blyden Elong. So Blyden Elong will enter into the game for the first time. The first substitution of the game, as he will replace Diego Ruiz. Not a like-for-like swap, so we'll see what the Dragons have in mind here. Elong much more of a forward, and that's going to be a throw-in, as it looked like Kindle was taken down in the play. Referee says play on. Diallo flips it forward, looking for the run of Sissoko, and he will be shielded off of it for a goal kick. So it looks like Elong has gone up to the forward role, with Diallo falling back into the holding midfield spot. Many of these Dragons showing versatility, being able to play in multiple positions. Given away there, Norton picks up the ball. Looking for the run of Fuentes on the far side. Good tackle there by Witten, able to poke it out. Elong under a lot of pressure, able to keep it in. Herzog helps it along to Larios, and Howard will retreat to their own side of the field and try to regroup here. Amankwai trying to get the off-ball run of Norton, who is trying to make the diagonal run to the corner. Simmons goes wide to Herzog. Norton dribbles into pressure through the middle once again. Good play by Driush. Playing long for Samson, who's tripped up a little bit along the way. Simmons going through the back of Driush and fouled again. And now the referee's going to have another conversation with him saying, I already gave you a verbal warning. You got to be safer than that. Simmons certainly on the radar of the gentleman in orange. It will be Lane to take the free kick. Just a yard onto his own half. Plays it forward for Samson. Looking for the corner ball, taken away by Estrada. Now Howard will look to push quickly. Fuentes looking for the run of Norton and just played behind him a little bit. Rye able to intercept it. Now play back the other way. Wilcher tries to dribble around Herzog. Herzog hit that off of Wilcher, it looked like, and it will be called a Howard throw-in. Strong play by Herzog. Fouled by Elfashauki. And once again, it's going to be Driush who was trying to delay the game, and the referee is going to give him one last warning saying you can't do that. Sissoko gets some good air into that one, right into the foot of Norton. Norton plays it off of Rye, and it will be a throw-in for Howard. And Howard gets the throw in once more. Elung couldn't chest that one down. It will be a goal kick for the Hawks. Played short to Brady. Samson checks back. Now plays it over the top. Finds Elfashauki. Wilcher wide open on the far post. And Kindle won't be able to get it to him as it's played out for a throw-in. That cross snagged away by Sanchez. As Sanchez will look to play it quickly. Elung, flick on header, but nobody in there for the Dragons. Sissoko plays it wide and can't connect there. Midway through the first half, Hawks still holding on to that 1-0 lead they got from the 7th minute of the game. Entering the game for the Dragons, number 16, Aiden Ateng, and number 24, Kai Onabi. So Onabi and Ateng will come into the game as Simmons and Larios will concede their spots on the field. Diallo chips it over the top, looking for the run of Norton, and cleared out once again by Rye, who's been a busy guy back there. Norton trying to go through Rye, but a good shield by the defensive player of the Hawks. Dragons at 5-5 on the year as their prolonged homestand continues. 7 straight home games for Howard. This is game 4 out of those 7, as they will host Frederick on Thursday, Carroll on Saturday, and right back here a week from today against Potomac State. All of which are critical Region 20 divisional matches. Played in towards Norton. He's in on goal. He'll try a left-footed shot. That's going to be blocked away as Lane got in the path of the shot. Played back to Elong, who has moved back to the defensive line after playing a shift at forward. Now the Hawks will look to break out. It's going to be Alfasauki working his way around Estrada. What a play by Estrada to get the inside position, and then the foul is called against the Hawks. A very strong play by the sophomore outside back of the Dragons. And again, the Hawks unwilling to give up the ball, and the clock will be stopped as a yellow card will be given to Lane. And that is troublesome as the defensive back, the center back of the Hawks, will now have to play on a yellow card. And just not smart from him, as the Hawks have over and over been trying to delay the game, picking up the ball, kicking it away, and it will come back to bite him on that one. Flick on by Sissoko. Headed on by Diallo to Atang. Atang with the shot! It's going to go just over the bar, but the offsides flag is up on the far side, so it would not have counted anyway. Bertha's at. It's the free kick into the Dragons' half. A little bit of pinball action as the two teams are just having to bounce back and forth. And handball is called against Drioch. Sissoko plays it towards the corner. Once again, headed away by Rye. He's going to catch up to it and keep it in bounds. Sampson making a willing run into the corner. Elong will chase it, and Elong will be forced to just play it out. Drioch chips it up. Headed on by Kendall. And Sissoko will clear it out. Rayleigh deflects off a Dragon for a Hawk throw-in. Swap of normal times for the Dragon soccer, as typically it's the women who play at 2 o'clock and the men at 4 o'clock during a doubleheader. Those times have been switched for the request of the Hawks. As a foul against the Dragons will give the Hawks a set piece in the offensive half. Brady will take this free kick for the Hawks. Puts it into the box. Tough play by Sanchez. He spills the catch attempt, but it's going to be cleared out by the Dragons. And Norton called for the foul as he was trying to stiff arm the Hawks to work his way out, and the referee will catch that one. Brady will take the free kick once again, this time from a more central location. Not always a good thing, as it's got to be played to one side or the other. He will play it short, looking for Fasalki. Referee says play on as players from both teams go to ground. Atang able to get his way through. Howard on the counterattack, goes for the corner ball, and it is going to be deflected away. A great job by Rayleigh to track back and take it away before that pass could go to Estrada in the corner. Fuentes gets control. There are Dragon players into the box. Crosses it in, but too close to Berthazat, who will call the fair catch on that one. Elung heads it straight up and plays through it to get the ball back for Howard. Diallo was onside on the play, I believe, as he was being held on by Rye. Lanes did not run with him, as he was assuming he was offside. You can see his arm is still up in the air trying to make the call, but not realizing that his right back was holding Diallo on. But that again will slice a punt towards the near side. Onabayi. Norton versus Rye. For what seems like the 100th time that I've called that in this game. Norton will win that one. He gets it to Atang. Shot! And that one is just going to go wide, as he was not able to really drive his foot through that shot. Howard with just 2 shots in this game, neither of which have been on target. Southern Maryland also with only 2 shots, however, both have been on target, one of which found the net. Both of which were in that sequence that resulted in a goal, being the only shots that Southern Maryland has really gotten. Sissoko goes through the back, and the foul is called. The 7th foul called against the Dragons, 9 fouls called against the Hawks. Significantly more fouls than shots in this game. That one mishit by Brady. Onabayi goes wide to Estrada, who's got some room to run in front of him. He will take his space. Now looking up, plays it into Fuentes. Fuentes goes for the low cross. Atang shot goes off of the near side post. Oh, Atang hit that cleanly on the one-timer, and only the metalwork keeps him away from getting on the scoreboard. Fuentes goes for the cross. That's going to be out, and the Dragons will get a corner kick out of it. Entering the game for the Dragons, number 25, Mateo Moore. So Mateo Moore will enter the game as he will replace Chris Herzog. Put into the box, headed on by Diallo, blocked away. Atang with the shot, and that will go wide. A couple more good chances for the Dragons, and not able to take advantage, but Atang having an impact in this game since being subbed on. Getting a couple of the best chances for the Dragons thus far. Moore overlaps it to Estrada. Looking for the square ball to Diallo. Fuentes goes for the volley cross, and Sissoko tried to flick on header. Just didn't quite get good contact. Howard will retreat to their own half. Sampson putting Amonkwa under all kinds of pressure, and he will just kick it back to his goalkeeper on the safe play. Amankawai. Plays it up, looking for Diallo, but hit back to his goalkeeper is Brady. Berthazat plays it wide. Finds Rye, but he'll give that away to Atang. Atang, looking for Diallo, but it's going to be intercepted by Lane. Lane was trying to find the run of Samson, but Samson was on a different page as he was checking back for the pass. Now Samson will make up for it by intercepting that one. Plays it quickly to Elfasauki. Crosses it in. Wilcher on the backside. Picks it up. Gets around Obai, who is going to grab onto him. And a yellow card will be shown to Kai Onabai as he grabbed on to Wilcher. The third yellow card we've seen in this half. Last time Howard had a yellow card, Southern Maryland was able to score off of it. Can they strike twice? 3 men in the wall for Howard. Elfasauki standing over it. He'll step over it. It's going to be Samson. Puts in the shot. Saved by Sanchez. The follow-up shot by Brady will go well wide of the net. And the Dragons able to avert the danger. That time Sanchez did a much better job of rebound control, punching it out far enough away where no rebound was near his goal to be tapped in. Norton taking on Rye once again. Trying to dribble around him, but Rye is right there. And wins that battle. Samson stopped his run thinking that he was offside. He might have actually been on if he had kept that run going. Not sure if he realized that Amankawai was standing right there behind him and might have been keeping him on. Never saw the flag go up by the referee on the near side. Fuentes plays it forward, looking for more. And a great sliding tackle by Rayleigh to get just enough of it to redirect the pass. Diallo offsides on the play. Ten minutes remaining in the first half. Dragons trying to find the breakthrough as the Hawks, not content with their 1-0 lead, still pushing forward, trying to add to it before the intermission. Moore plays off of his face, but does keep it in bounds. Samson is offsides on the play. Samson, the sophomore forward out of Cameroon. Certainly showed off a variety of skills. He's got speed. He's got a good shot that he just showed off on that free kick. Taken away here. Wilcher. And a hard slide tackle by Onabai, and he's got to be careful. He's on a yellow card. But got that one cleanly. Couple of hard tackles, and now Fuentes is going to be called for the foul as Elfasauki went down. Sissoko was looking for a foul. He didn't get it. So it's going to be CJ Brady to take the free kick. Brady plays it short to Elfasauki, who able to shake off of his injury that appeared only temporary. Atang looking to counterattack. Moore, he's got lots of speed, but Lane will get to that one first and plays it back to his goalie. Sissoko pressing the goalkeeper, who's still dribbling with it under a ton of Howard pressure. Berthazet was playing with fire there. Not something you want to do against Dragons. Able to escape the danger. Trios. And that's going to be headed out by the Dragons. Alphasauki. To Lane. Lane will play the long ball, and that will go well over Sampson. Sampson, not your stereotypical target man, as he stands tall at 5'10", so not sure that he wants those balls over the top. He looks like the guy that would much rather have it at his feet and play it low, rather than trying to just go up and win headers against players like Blyden Elung, who stands at 6'2", maybe 6'3". Foul is called against the Hawks. Estrada. Headed away by Rye. Onabaye able to shield off Wilcher and keep possession. Looks like Onabaye has a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction. The 4 on his jersey has started to dangle off. Hopefully that can be repaired, but able to continue. Moore looking for the backside run of Norton. Norton, 2-touch, gets around Rye. He's into the box and takes down Wilcher, who came all the way back and is able to get the onside position. A great job by him to help out his right back, who has certainly seen a ton of work on his side. Norton nearly got in on goal there, if not for the assistance of Wilcher. And Elung, actually it's going to be Sampson called for the foul as he put an elbow into Elung, who jumped over top of him. And a clock will be stopped as it's going to be an injury against Sampson. So time will resume with 5 minutes left. Estrada. Now it's the Hawks moving forward. Alphasauki, 1-2 ball. Goes to Kindle in the corner. He gets around Amankwai. Goes for the low cross in. And Fuentes clears it out. Really attempting to go around, but ran out of real estate. So that will go out for a throw-in. Injured Howard player down on the far side, as it's going to be Boubacar Sissoko pleading his case. Not sure if the referee actually called a foul. It looks like he was, yep, he's just going to drop the ball and give the possession back to Howard as he checked in on the injured player. Moore gives that one away. Played low. This time is more what Sampson's looking for. Able to get onto it. He's by himself, though, as he will try a long left-footed shot. And that worm burner will go right to Jesse Sanchez. Atang flips it over, looking for Norton. Rye going to head it towards his own goal. Now will play it to the outside. Good play by Rye to just keep it off of the foot of Truce Norton. Onabaye Miss-hit that one. Fuentes clattered into by Alphasalki, and now the Dragons with a great spot for a free kick. Fuentes to take the free kick. With 2.5 remaining in this first half, Fuentes chips it in. Another good one right into the spot. Headed out by the Hawks. Wilcher clears it out. Fuentes able to shield his man off, and now he's going to try again going forward. Wilcher takes away for a second time. Now Sampson with men running forward with him. Gives it up to Wilcher. And Aiden Ateng does a good job of checking back to prevent that counterattack from resulting in a shot. Long throw in by Fuentes, looking for Moore. Moore gets onto the second ball here. Plays it wide for Estrada. Now Howard getting bodies into the box. Estrada has time to pick up his head. Chips it into the corner, looking for the far post. Fuentes is there, but Berthazat snags it away from the Howard awaiting player. Long ball played forward. Sampson one-on-one against Amunkwai. Onabai is there to help him out, but goes into him. Play continues as the referee says no foul occurred on the play. Diallo flick on header. Moore trying to run onto it. And it's just going to be booted straight up into the air by Brady. Moore surely offsides there. But play will continue as he did not play the ball. 1 minute remaining in this first half. Onabai gets taken down by Sampson. Sissoko plays it quickly. And Diallo called for the fouls. That one just got a little bit too much of the back of the leg of Drioche. He's going to take his time getting up. Hawks not looking in a rush with just 20 seconds left. Now Berthazat will just hit it long. Seeing if something will happen. Alphasalki gets around Onabai. Now gets around Sissoko. A tough play there, and the referees will agree that it's just going to be a goal kick. And that will do it for the first half. Plenty of action, but it will be a 1-0 lead in favor of the College of Southern Maryland Hawks as we take our 15-minute halftime break. We'll be back with you after this. Halftime is over as we are getting ready to start the second half. Howard in the white uniforms going from left to right in the second half. Southern Maryland in their all blacks going from right to left as we are underway. Simmons crosses it over, looking for Mateo Moore, who's starting this second half after a strong performance coming in as a substitute in the first half. Boubacar Sissoko trying to get his way through, and a foul is called right at the edge of the 18-yard box. Just less than a minute actually into the second half. Howard with a great opportunity, not too far away from the spot where the Southern Maryland Hawks had their free kick that resulted in the only goal of this game. See if Howard can take advantage as well from this spot. Fuentes goes quick. His shot right at the hands of Berthazat, who makes the save. Looked like he was trying to curl it over the wall and into the top left corner and just couldn't get enough curl onto it. Monkwai under pressure will just have to clear this one out of play for a throw-in. Played towards the far side as Moore checks all the way back to help his defensive line. Now played in by Rye. Cleared out by the Dragons. Diallo loses that to Rye. Alfasauki takes too much time on that one, but Moore can't keep it in on the far sideline. Sampson plays it forward, finds Wilcher. Wilcher will play an early cross, and it was a good look as Kindle was open in the middle of the box, but Kyle Simmons able to head it out of the danger zone. And it will be a corner kick for the Hawks. Alfasauki plays it short to Sampson. Return ball goes to him, but the Dragons do a great job. That's Mateo Moore who's able to close it down quickly. Howard will try to break out. Moore tripped up on the play. Referee says play on. Norton has the ball. Estrada wide open on the far side. They will play it to him, but it's going to be behind him, so he's going to have to retreat to get it. Simmons plays into the box. Goes straight into the air. Norton tried to go for the acrobatic, or excuse me, it's a tongue that went for the acrobatic shot, and in the end, his foot went right into the gut of the Hawks player and is called for the dangerous play. Foul against the Dragons as Sissoko is left trying to symbol that he had his shirt being pulled. I think the referee is saying that the contact was the first foul that occurred. It will be Brady to take the free kick. Brady hits one towards the back post. Moore is going to head that out, and somebody should have told him that he could have just let that go, as there were no Hawks that were going to get to that ball and would have gone out for a goal kick. Instead, he will concede the corner kick to Southern Maryland. Sampson to take it from the far corner. He will swing it towards the Howard goal box. Sanchez will punch it away, but it's going to give the Hawks another chance, this time on the near side. This time it's going to be played out. And a long shot is just going to go over the crossbar as Brady decided to test Sanchez from long range. And in the end, Sanchez was able to just shepherd it out and over his crossbar. Long shot by the Dragons, and that's going to be a Tang who got a good contact in that one and just going to slice wide. Simmons plays up for Diallo. Alfasauki playing it forward for Sampson. Howard don't have many defenders back. Played into Wilcher. Going for one more pass, trying to find the wide open Kindle, but Sanchez jumps out in the way and able to tackle it down. Now Howard going back the other way. Back and forth action we go once again. Norton finds Diallo. Estrada is on the near sideline. Diallo does find him. Estrada taking on Rayleigh. Low cross in. Diallo helps along to Fuentes. His shot goes just over the crossbar. And in the end, it is going to be saved by Berthazat. A strong shot by Fuentes. Fuentes will now get his chance at the corner kick. Curls this one towards goal. Headed on by Simmons, and it goes just wide. Kyle Simmons headed that ball with power and couldn't keep it on net. Estrada takes it away, tries to backheel it, but Rayleigh wins it away. Simmons cleans up the danger. Diallo. Rayleigh hits it forward for the Hawks. Sampson flick on to Alfasauki. He gets around Simmons into the box. Plays it short for Sampson. His shot goes just wide. And he shouts out in frustration as he tried to just one-time it into the near side netting and put it a foot wide. Moore heading back the other way. Estrada comes in hard, and a foul will be called. As Rayleigh picks himself up off the turf. Sissoko lays it off for Simmons. Atang trying to dribble around Ryan once again. Rye is there to shield his man off, and now Berthazat will take his time to pick up the ball and have to wonder if the Hawks will begin to utilize some time-wasting measures as they attempt to hold on to this 1-0 lead. Sampson lays it off well for Elfasauki. To Witten. Rayleigh on the overlap. Left-footed cross in. Sampson is there. He mishits the shot attempt as it just slid under his foot. Sampson has had chances. Goes into the box once again. Sampson might have another chance, but this one's going to be cleared out by Sissoko. Rayleigh has it taken away by Norton. Now, can Norton get off on his horse? Played forward by Sissoko. Estrada is onside, but once again, Berthazat way off of his line is able to pick it up before the Dragons are able to collect the long ball. Amankwai plays it forward. Simmons looking for an outlet. Gets it to Diallo. Norton making the run off the ball, but that is not played in the path that he was running as he was making the diagonal run across, and Diallo played for the corner. Amankwai plays it forward. It's sideways to Diallo. Amankwai just hits that way too hard, and Coach Dragunov imploring his team to relax and just take a breath. There's plenty of time left in this game to find the equalizer. Do not need to press right now. Herzog will return to the game as he will replace Jefferson Estrada. Taken away by the Dragons. Norton chips it in, headed on, and Moore just can't put it on net as that goes just wide. There. Played into the corner. Sampson will chase it down. Trying to get Simmons. He succeeds. Sampson into the box. Plays it across. Looking for Kindle, and it's going to be out for a corner kick. Played low. Amonkwai clears it out. Kept in by Ryan. That is going to bounce all the way to Sanchez. He's going to look to go quickly. Howard will make a substitution. Play long as Wilcher is going to be onside in the corner, and he'll slice that cross attempt. It will be out for a Howard goal kick. Shot by Etong, and what a save there by Berthazat. Howard almost struck lightning out of a bottle as it just came out of nowhere. Simmons will try to cross in. Norton goes up for it, but Berthazat snags that away. Aiden Etong with another good chance for the Dragons. And now that will be played out, and it's going to be called a corner kick for the Hawks. Monkwai trying to plead that it should have been a goal kick. Crossed in, and that's going to be played out by Herzog. means that Alphasalki will get a second chance at it. Herzog clears that one out. Howard looking to go on the counterattack. Sissoko picks it up, looks long, finds a Tang who's going to flick on header. Moore was trying to go for it. It's going to be played out by the Hawks, and now the Dragons will earn a corner kick. Abderrahim Munaji and Blyden Elung will come to the game as Moore and Atang will take to the bench. And the Dragons tried to play it quickly, but the referee wanted a replay as he was waiting to blow his whistle with the substitutions coming into play. Now it will be played by Fuentes into the box, headed on by Herzog, but does not go on target as it goes well wide. Ball stays in play, however. Sampson plays it forward, looking for the run of Wilcher. He gets a touch on it. He gets around Lopez. One-on-one with Sanchez, who comes sliding in. He takes it away. Sanchez's second slide tackle takes it away. What a play by the Howard goalkeeper. As Bryce Wilcher was in behind the Dragon defense, and Sanchez came 30 yards off of his line to slide tackle that one away and take away the fast break chance. That's going to be out against the Dragons as we are midway through this second half. Fuentes plays it out, and good job by Diallo to keep it in bounds. Hawks will switch the field. Rayleigh into the corner, finds Kindle, and he is not able to keep it in play. Howard takes the goal kick. Diallo picks it up. Norton loses control of that one, but it's going to be fouled up by Fuentes. Norton has that one taken away. It's Austin Wright once again. Sampson to the corner. Taking on a Monkwhite. Gets around him. Sampson into the box. Nobody in front of him. He's going to pass it across. And a great play by the Dragon, number 22, Tomas Lopez, to cut out the pass. That saved a goal as Kindle was on the back post ready to tap it into an empty net. It is going to be Alphasalki once again, taking the left-footed corner kick into the box. It is going to go all the way through the mess of bodies and won't touch anybody for a Howard goal kick, but a dangerous ball as Diego Ruiz will come into the game for Truce Norton. Sissoko plays it forward, looking for Fuentes. Herzog plays into Ruiz. Munaji. He'll try a left-footed shot. It's going to be tricky, but it's going to be saved by Berthazat as Abderrahim Munaji tried a long shot, and it looked like it was going to sneak under the crossbar if not for the interception of Berthazat, able to get high and take it away. Long punt forward. Amankwai allows it to bounce and plays it backwards. Misplayed by Lopez. Sampson is in. He's going to take a shot, and it's in the goal. Nomen Sampson had more than a few chances in this game and has taken advantage of his latest one. And with 19:41 left in the second half, this Southern Maryland Hawks take a 2-0 lead. Have to say, a unfortunate play for Howard, if not a misplay by the defense that gave Sampson the opportunity. For Sampson, that is his 11th goal of the season, 23rd point of the year. Team leader in both of those categories. Alfasuki. Just dribbling around with it. And it is going to be a foul against the Dragons. Brady goes to the back post, headed on by Witten. And Sanchez will keep it in play. Elong goes to ground, but referee says play on. Herzog, Ruiz, to Fuentes in the corner. Tries a one-time cross, and Berthazat will come off his line. Long ball played over the top. Sampson is there, but it's going to be Sanchez. Oh, and Sampson's going to undercut Sanchez as he went into the ground, and Sampson might have been hurt on the play. And the referee will stop play and will stop the clock on the injury as the training staff will be called on to check on Sampson. We will be back after this injury timeout. We are back as the Hawks striker Nomen Sampson is helped off the field by the Howard training staff and has been replaced by Joe Sampson. So Sampson for Sampson swap. Played into the box, and a foul is called against the Dragons. I believe Elung was called for the push. Berthazat taking his sweet time to restart the play. And now we'll get through the ball. Ruiz. Headed back and forth. And that play is off of the chest of Wilcher and will be a Howard throw-in. Played through, and Elfisauki is the beneficiary of that awkward touch. Trying to dribble through a crowd, and Howard utilized their number advantage to get possession. Munaji plays it back for Lopez. Ruiz goes down from behind, and a foul is called against the Hawks. Sissoko. Either Diallo or Simmons could get a touch on it, and it's cleared out by the Hawks once again. Sissoko and Ruiz tried to go for the cheeky play to play it sideways, but not hitting the mark as Fuentes can only watch as the ball travels out of bounds. Fuentes heads it out, and it's going to be another throw-in. Herzog clears it out. Simmons settles it down and plays it wide for Lopez. Lopez looking to move forward. Munaji has it caught up in his feet. Elung plays it backwards. Ruiz getting held from behind. His shoe comes off, and the clock is stopped, as that will be a yellow card for Joseph Witten. And play continued on, but not everybody realizing that the fact that it's a yellow card. So the referee finally gets the yellow card written down in his book, and we will look to continue play. It will be Sissoko to take the kick. Played on. Simmons will get to it. Chips it back in. Fuentes with the header, and it goes straight up in the air. He couldn't head it down. Ruiz gets under control. He's going to try his shot, and it is going to be saved by Berthazat. Looking to try to sneak it into the top of the net, but Berthazat once again up to the task as he will make the save. Two more great chances for the Dragons. No goals as a result. And Diallo comes in hard, and that will stop the clock and will be another yellow card for the Dragons, as Diallo came in real hard on that slide tackle. A no doubter there for the referee. .14 minutes left in the second half. Play resumes as the Hawks will look to Try to strike quickly, but it's going to be played out. Lopez plays it off of Rayleigh, and that should be a Howard throw-in. And now the substitutions will come in. So it'll be Norton and Ogunlier to come into the game, replacing Lopez and Diallo. And for the Hawks, Sampson returns in as he will replace the hobbling CJ Brady, who was struggling after the cramp that he looked like he came up from earlier. Played across. Herzog with some space. Picks his head up and looks for the play. Goes across the field, finds Ruiz. Ogunlier has room in front of him. Munaji dribbles towards the middle, and Sampson will take it away. Sissoko plays it forward, but it's just going to roll to the waiting foot of Berthazat. Berthazat will kick the ball forward. Ball coming right this way, and nearly hits us here in the press box, but thankfully the computer was saved, as was the camera. Good job by the Howard Athletics staff to save the equipment, putting their bodies in the line of danger. Legal throw-in for Howard will give the ball right back to the Hawks. Ruiz takes the quick throw-in. And clock is stopped as it looks to be a head injury. And the training staff will come on. And it appears the referee is signaling that it may be a potential head injury to Munaji. Ian Eldemeyer will take his place. Eldemeyer effective in that game against Westmoreland. However, most of the Dragons' forward line was effective in that game. For the Hawks, making a substitution as well as Kindle comes back into the game, replacing Joe Sampson. A yellow card is given to the Dragons as Jason Fuentes gets that one for the off-ball elbow, I believe. And I believe he's now going to say that it's going to be a foul and that it will then go to the Hawks. It looks like the referee has changed his mind. It's still going to be a Howard throw-in. It's just going to be a yellow card given to Fuentes. Norton plays it in, and it's going to be a shot saved by Berthazat as Norton was able to sneak in behind the Hawks defense. Played in. Shot, and that's going to go just wide. And Boubacar Sissoko cannot believe that he was not able to put that on net as he just puts his head down. Was in a great spot, right about the penalty spot. Certainly a ball that you would have expected him to put on net. And just tried to pick out a corner, unable to do so. 11 minutes left. Dragons are certainly getting their chances, trying to make the comeback attempt. The goals just aren't coming. Herzog plays it up. Sampson able to trap it down. Plays it forward. Alfasauki gets into the box. His shot. Shot and saved by Sanchez, but once again it is spilled and put in by Wilcher. And that will be goal number 3 for the Hawks. Hawks goal scored by number 11, Bryce Wilcher, assisted by number 7, Elias Alfasauki. So for the second time in the game, a good save by Sanchez, but just left the rebound a little bit too juicy, and the Hawks able to pounce on it and score the tap in. As Howard now finds themselves down 3-0 with 10 minutes left in the game. Sampson looking to play it forward, given away. Eldemeyer. Wide to Ogunlier. Moore. Tries to turn inside, but is held back by Rayleigh. No call. Put into the box. Norton is there waiting. Headed up by Wilcher. Norton still trying to get a play on it. Plays it back for Aiken. Excuse me, Atang. And Atang puts it over the net. Another good chance wasted by the Dragons. As we will stop the clock as another injured Dragon on the play. We'll be right back after this injury timeout. We are back as Jaco Oliveras has come in to replace the injured Dragon, who's still down on the far side of the field near the goal line. Atang gets control. Is going to play it long, looking for Eldemeyer. Played out for Howard throw-in. Ogunlier to take the throw-in. Taken away by Makai Hospitalos, who just came into the game for the Hawks, and he'll play that forward. Looking for Kindle. Monkwai is there first, and he is forced to just chip it out of play. And he comes up limping. Lots of injuries from both sides in this game. Certainly a hard-fought game. As Monkwai is able to clear that out. Simmons heads it back towards Moore. Howard has players going forward. Atang is one of them. He's got space. Taken away by Sampson. Tang able to take it right back, though. Plays up for Simmons. Oudemeyer. One touch pass by Amankwai towards Moore. Mateo Moore will try the long shot as it deflects off of a Hawk who was on the ground. I believe that was Trioshu. I don't know if he was trying to slide tackle for it, but in the end made the block. Norton trying to get around his man. Being pulled down to the ground, and the foul will be called. And the clock stopped, as I believe that's going to be another yellow card given. It is, as Bryce Wilcher goes into the books as he was pulling down Norton after Norton got around him. Ball put back in play, and it will go out for a corner kick. Howard will play it short. Put into the box now, and Berthazat once again just sneaks out and steals it away. Baptiste Berthazat has played quite a good game in the goal. The 6-foot freshman goalkeeper out of Marseille, France. As that's going to be played forward, Wilcher trying to catch Howard out as they put bodies forward. Shot by Wilcher is saved by Sanchez. Howard pushed everybody forward a little bit too much, but needing to, down 3-0. Nearly caught out on the counterattack. Crossed in once again, and Sanchez will steal that one away. Sanchez goes deep with it. Simmons trying to shield off his man, fighting through traffic to get possession. And the Hawks still able to clear it out. Bounier plays it back to his goalkeeper. 5 minutes remaining. Howard's just needing one to try to start the miracle, but taken away from it. What a save there as El Fasauki was in on goal. Sanchez makes the save. He's still got the ball back, though. El Fasauki playing with it in the box, and then just under the pressure of too many dragon feet, he would have it taken away. Now Howard back the other way. Tang plays it early. Headed back by Rai. Tang slides through. Play on is given as the advantages to the Hawks. El Fasauki tries to poke it forward, looking for Kindle, and just didn't complete the run. Long ball by the Hawks as Sanchez will let it bounce to him. Long ball by Ruiz. Simmons, a willing runner, but unable to catch up to that one. Played across. Kindle looking forward, trying to find Hospitals. Ogunlie. And that will be out for Howard throwing. Oudemeyer. Ruiz. And Ruiz will go into the back. And that's going to be another yellow card. This one will go to Diego Ruiz. Oh, excuse me. He's just going to get a verbal warning. Thought for sure the referee has been quick to throw out those cards in this game. Thought another one was coming. Elung finds Norton. Norton will go to the corner for Simmons. Puts in the low cross, and it's going to be cleared out by Rayleigh. Somehow, Rye able to keep the ball in, and it gets around Oliveras. He'll play it long, looking for Wilcher, but Wilcher's made so many runs, he's got to start being tired. Able to run it all the way down to Sanchez with just 2.5 minutes remaining. Norton going forward, poked away by Sampson. Alfasauki. Plays it forward, looking for Kindle. Kindle somehow gets to it through all the traffic, but Amankwai pokes it away at the end. Ogunlie. Alfasauki. Kindle is there. And Alfasauki instead will just dribble it into the corner. Now goes towards goal, but taken away by Amankwai. Simmons heads it on to Eldemeyer. Now Dragons have a chance going forward. But a great job once again by Rayleigh, able to get back into position and stop the advance. Ruiz. He'll try a long shot, and Berthazat will just fall down on the ball. Makes yet another save. His 7th save in the game, almost all of which have come in the second half. Punted over, as is going to Hospodale. Somehow gets to it after bouncing around. He'll get to it again. Sanchez takes him out. Melcher into the empty net. And the Hawks make it 4. So Wilcher gets credit for the goal. His 2nd of the day and 4th of the season. Excuse me, his 3rd of the day, so a hat trick to Bryce Wilcher. 5th of the season, has exceeded his goal total for the entire season in just this one game. Howard tries a quick cross in with just a few seconds left. Eldemeyer, one last chance, and slices under that. An easy save with his chest for Berthazat. And that will do it for us as the College of Southern Maryland Hawks take down the Howard Dragons 4-0. Stick around as we return for the women's part of the doubleheader. The Howard Dragons versus Southern Maryland Hawks women's soccer teams take the field, and we'll be ready to take battle in approximately 20 minutes. We'll see you then.